Hello everyone. Bishop David and I are here at Church House, Westminster in the heart of London, the place from which so many of our own diocesan ministries are resourced and led.
The Bishops' Council recently met here in London to review the financial situation. First of all, we had to look at the deficit that we were running in the diocesan finance, which was increasingly a worry to us all. And then we had to consider how we are going to be able to finance some vital new pieces of work that strengthen the life and the ministry of this diocese. So the Bishops' Council members together were able to frame, I think, what is a courageous and bold way forward that is actually going to help strengthen our common life.
At the moment, the diocese is running a significant deficit. We're using fund reserves to balance the books. Also, the diocese is under-resourced and underpowered. Although we have quite high reserves, we really do have to use these reserves more responsibly.
So this is the essence of what the members of the Bishops' Council have agreed in terms of the financial plan for the future. First of all, to spend a small portion of the reserves to be able to cover the current deficit. Secondly, to create a Mission Opportunities Fund, which will provide resources for our own congregations and chaplaincies to be able to fund projects at the local level. And thirdly, to resource 3 priority areas for ministry in the diocese as a whole.
Firstly, safeguarding is a non-negotiable part of our future. All dioceses must provide proper training, criminal records checking and case management. Secondly, we've long cherished the aspiration to provide full-time paid archdeacons. The levels of work and travel and commitment is too great to combine with running a church, and so we'll add 2 paid archdeacons to our staff. And thirdly, we need to engage better at all levels in communications, both within the diocese and in our relationships with the wider world. This applies especially to social media, websites and all digital media. These 3 areas are crucial to providing a properly professional infrastructure to serve our chaplaincies. I've invited one of our chaplains, the Rev Jenny Freeman, to share why she thinks these changes are important from her experience.
St. Mary's Rotterdam is an historic church, over 300 years old, with quite a bit of history, and has a very good opportunity to revitalize itself to serve the new needs of a thriving port city in Western Europe. And I am hoping that we can continue to move forward with God's grace to serve our community better. I view safeguarding as a vital resource in my toolkit for mission. The Church proclaims the good news of Jesus Christ, and we do that best when we are rooted in God's grace and we are acting from a place of mercy, where disciplines like kindness and patience, responsibility and respect are realities and not just philosophies. And safeguarding helps create and maintain an atmosphere where we are living these realities and offering a place where people can hear the gospel without threat. I have been blessed to work with 3 archdeacons since my time here. John DeWitt and Murig were invaluable to me in my first parish in Maastricht. Their guidance through the process of applying for chaplaincy and writing our mission statement, making that initial budget, we just simply couldn't have done it without them. And now with Paul, who's always there, who understands the needs of the chaplains, has a listening ear for procedural and official matters, but also for pastoral and personal matters.
Our chaplaincies contribute to central resources through what we call the Common Fund. At the moment, chaplaincies pay 5% of their total income into this fund. The Bishops' Council agreed that this should rise to 6% in 2018 and then to 10% in 2019. That is a big proportional increase, but it still keeps the rate of contribution low relative, for example, to Anglican churches in the UK. Of course, in our diocese, the costs of ministry are all paid locally, which means that the Common Fund goes to those aspects of our diocesan programme and life which must be financed from the centre for the whole diocese.
We believe that the decision taken at the Bishops' Council marked a decisive turning point in our life together. It was a decision taken with real care and concern for the realities of finance at a local chaplaincy level, but with an equal concern to sort out diocesan finance and to resource properly and for the future what we're already doing well. I believe the decision we took was not just the right way forward, it was the only way forward. As I travel around our huge European diocese, I see loads of signs of hope and encouragement, and I'm firmly committed to making sure that we have the diocesan infrastructure that we need to support our chaplaincies in the wonderful work that you are doing.